In 2025, we got something unexpected. Anime Thunder. Now, I thought they were gonna do it only once to make everyone feel involved, so I didn't really think much about it. But now... What the... So you're basically saying that the snail thought he could get more money with more anime tanks? Yo, Rich Life, I found these AI... Not now, Larry. As I'll say... Wait, did you say AI? Let me see that. So basically, if France, Italy, and Sweden ever gets new vehicles like that, it will be the worst ones in the game?
Yes.
We need to do something about this. We need to protect these poor nations. Now you might be wondering, why and how can we protect these nations from this negative influence? Well, to answer the why, we need to answer the how first. So here's how. Just don't buy any of them. It's simple. You don't buy any anime stuff and the snail won't earn any money from it. Now for the why. Why should we protect these nations? Cause hear me out. Why do you think the snail did another Samurai Maidens update? It's not because they wanted to, but it's because the first update made them a lot of money. And if the second one also does good, then you guessed it, they'll do the same thing to the three nations we're trying to protect. And if all of these nations get anime tanks that makes them good money, then they'll start doing the same thing to air, and maybe even naval. And do you really want that to happen? Definitely not. But the good news, it didn't happen. Unless we don't do anything about it. Which is why if we just don't spend money on these things, we can avoid future updates like this. The snail might stop taking interest in adding more anime vehicles. And most importantly, this could all stop. Stopping the Samurai Maidens updates entirely and not only saving Italy, France, and Sweden, but the entire game too. Now you might be wondering, what if I don't care about these nations? I will still say not to buy any of these anime vehicles and it might make you a little mad, but hear me out. If Italy, France, and Sweden get Samurai Maidens vehicles, like you said, you won't care. But once that happens, the snail will start making anime vehicles and air and naval trees. So I'm gonna say this. You might not care about these three nations, but would you care if the influence spread? Because the more that happens, the more anime lovers will download the game. And the more anime lovers join, the more teammates will get toxic. And the more teammates get toxic, you'll feel like quitting the game. But in reality, you can't. And why? Because you spent a lot of time grinding this game and maybe spend money that you don't want to waste, which will make you burned out a lot more. And when that happens, you just can't do what you love doing anymore. And if you don't want it to happen, then please, don't buy any of these premiums. They are low effort, copy and paste things with Gemini generated skins. And if gaijin sees profit from that, then we all know what's gonna happen. So basically, if we don't want more of these disgusting updates, we need to protect Italy. We need to protect France. We need to protect Sweden. And most importantly, we need to protect the L3. Now, if you think I missed something, you have your own method on how to stop all of this, or think I'm wrong about a specific thing in this video, then feel free to comment it down. I'm happy to listen. But if you enjoyed this video, then feel free to like and subscribe, as it helps me and Larry. But anyways, see you next time.